It seems more singles are swiping left on dating apps, with many saying the golden era of apps is over and they want to meet people IRL instead. According to a recent survey, 79% of college and graduate students said they don't even use dating apps once a month. So for a closer look at how the dating scene is changing again, we are joined by Lindsey. She's an internet and culture writer who covers dating. Kate, welcome to Your Morning.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right, how is the dating landscape shifting, especially in this post-pandemic era?
Yeah, so I think there's two things that are happening. One, the apps that started like about 10 years ago, their boom era is kind of over and they need to find a way to make more money, new money in different ways. And so they've turned to monetization, and users are kind of chafing at that change. And then on the other end, like I said, dating apps have been around for around 10 years. And so during that time, the impact they've had on just how we date, how dating culture has evolved, I think is starting to come around and bite us, where having unlimited choice and other features that are like unique to dating apps, people are getting a little bit tired of it.
Yeah, in one article I read, it said if you've met your love online or through the dating apps in the last couple of years, you caught the last chopper out of Nom, is how they described it.
Yes.
So then when you say that the apps went to monetizing and that was a problem, what are you talking about? And specifically things like, describe what Rose Jail is.
Right. So every app kind of has a version of this, but on Hinge, Hinge users call it Rose Jail, which is basically, as I've said, as apps have needed to figure out how to monetize, one of the things they've done is their algorithms, the mysterious black box, will kind of find people that to you or in general it thinks are really desirable. And what it will do is it'll put them behind a paywall, meaning in order to initiate a conversation with them, you have to sort of pay for a feature, or, with Hinge, you get around 3 roses that you can send to initiate a conversation with a standout. But beyond that, you have to pay. And so I think it's led to this feeling that the regular sort of feed on apps like Hinge has gotten disappointing, because all the people who are looking for a relationship, have jobs, someone I spoke to said all the people who have good teeth are put behind the standouts, and you have to pay to access them. And I think users are feeling a little bit betrayed by that.
Okay, so if they're not using dating apps, where are they going instead?
So I don't know if they're going anywhere en masse, but a thing that when I spoke to a lot of the people I spoke to for the piece, I asked them, what would be your dream dating app scenario? And they all said an app that would help get everyone who's single and looking for a relationship in the same room, and then they can take it from there and all chat. It basically takes the pressure off meeting someone, meeting up with them at a bar one-on-one, seeing if it works. If it doesn't, they really want to kind of find a way that apps can help bring back meeting people in person again.
So one of our staff members who is helping to put this piece together, I said, where are you going now instead? And she says, we're going back into the wild. Like, we are meeting people in real life. But what does that look like in a post-pandemic world when, I met my husband at work, but people are working from home now. So where do you land?
Yeah, I think the pandemic is a big part of this, that a lot of Gen Z users specifically, sort of the time when they would have been learning how to approach people in the wild, talk at bars, make IRL connections, that was spent in remote work on Zoom. And so I think a lot of what it looks like is there's a few things, like we've seen a lot of like a rise in these programs that are just designed to bring people together, just to make friends even, like travel programs. But then, as far as dating apps are concerned, Tinder, Hinge, I think it might have also been Bumble, they have started to try and implement these IRL meeting situations over the summer. Tinder did like a summer dating series. And so I think right now, rather than going out into a bar, that's still a little bit too intimidating. But I think having brands like Tinder that already have kind of name recognition, if they're like, we're organizing this big singles get together, come along, I think that right now is the most effective. And then people will become more comfortable just with talking to people IRL in general.
Yeah, I find that really interesting as well. Listen, there's always the alternative of ask your mother to set you up, but we'll see where that gets you. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
All right, here.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.